This is the Peak Design outdoor line. And as soon as I heard about it, I reached out to them because I just had to see everything that was baked into these fantastic designs. This video is going to walk through all the details on the 45 liter, the 25 liter, the 2 liter sling. They also have a 7 liter sling, which I don't have, the packing cubes, and some of the accessories that you can kind of put with this thing. I have camera cubes and packing cubes inside. They came out with 2 different versions of these packing cubes. Like, this is a very stretchy mesh version. More about that here in a little bit. So we're gonna walk through this Peak Design line. And it is on Kickstarter. Link in the description. You can go back this project on Kickstarter, which you will, if you do that, you will get a discount on one of the packs or whatever you choose. They're all available for a limited time. Things will be starting to ship in a month or 2. Now, this video is obviously partially sponsored by Peak Design because they sent me this gear to test and review and tell you more about it so that you can maybe support this project if you like it. And I love it. This video is also sponsored by 10,000, an outdoor apparel brand, which I've used for the last 4 years. And so now they're a supporter of the channel. More about that in a little bit. But right now, let's dive into these great outdoor packs. So I've been a big fan of Peak Design for a long time. I reviewed a ton of Peak Design bags. In fact, you can go to this playlist up here for all of my other Peak Design reviews. There is a similar theme in most of those videos. Here's another camera cube. The common theme is that I just love the build quality. I love all of the features, the layout. But what I hate is the backpack straps. Typically, no matter what design it is, from the small to the big to the duffels, the shoulder pads or shoulder straps are just a little too thin to be all day comfortable. And they put a lot of nice features in there, but they're just, you know, uncomfortable. Now this smaller one, which is I think the Zip Everyday, is fantastic, and the straps are perfectly weighted for this style of bag. As we increase in size, there just needs to be something more to it. And these designs, as we get into it, you will see are fantastic. They are fantastically padded. In fact, I was out today, did a couple miles, and this one with the 45 liter, that's about 20 to 30 pounds, weighted with all the stuff, just to see how it would do like in an all-day comfort scenario. It's fantastic. And again, more about that here in a little bit. We're also going to compare these to some outdoor packs along the way. Again, we've got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. One thing to note, how do I have these packed out? I went totally sort of what I typically do with these bags, went totally overstuffed on this one, the 45 liter, and it's just kind of bulging at the seams with a bunch of stuff. This one is, I would say, not overstuffed. This is in daytime creator mode, and so I've got it packed out with everything I would need for a day to create content no matter where I was. And to be honest, I love this design, the way it's laid out. This is going to be used as my go-to grab and go content creation bag, and you'll learn more as we dive into it. So this part of the video is going to be what's in my camera bag. So anyway, and we're going to cover this little nugget right here, which is cool. So the big boy, 45 liters. Is it too big? It wasn't exactly standing the way I have it packed, so I had to put a kickstand here from the James brand. But anyway, 45 liters is an all-day outdoor pack, overnighter. It's a multi-day, you know, car travel, air travel, train travel kind of bag. And what's awesome about it is the ability to get you to your destination and then continue to go into the field whenever you get there. There's a lot going on here. The primary material, I knew I was going to forget this. I mean, I just looked at it. Primary material on all these is a TerraShell 210D. So it's nice. It's a ripstop design. It's everywhere. Then we have this coated front area, and then we got some stretchy mesh in different places all over the place. So let's just start with what's the pocket layout. Now the pocket layout is there's two front hidden pockets here, which you can see. Ta-da! Get into this one, it's about halfway across. This one goes halfway across here, and the zipper can be hidden depending on, you know, where it is. And it's also got a little key loop in here. The cool thing about these Peak Design bags is you're not locked into how it's set up. So you can disconnect this here and kind of really put it everywhere. There's these little loops all throughout the bag. This is really expertly put together. So we have those internal, or like those front pockets, right? Then we have this top area. It's a top loading sort of front garage area. It doesn't have, it's not like a beaver tail where the whole thing comes down, but it provides this little pocket for you to put stuff in the front. More about that in a second. On the bigger bag here, this 45 liter, we also have side pockets, and there's really two of them. There's a bigger one here, and then there's a lower stretchy one. That's the same on both sides. So this side I've got completely packed out. This side I have nothing. And so you can use these as compression. There's one that kind of goes down here, one that goes across. I've kind of got everything cinched in to keep it all nice and tight the way it's designed. So there you go. It's a roll top. So how do you get into the main compartment? There's a roll top on the front, on the top. There's a roll top on the top, and then the back panel has this zipper, opens it up to get you into the inside. So two main ways into the main part of the bag. Again, it's 45 liters. Put up the dimensions right here in terms of height, width, and depth. Sizable bag. This TPU coating goes whoop, all the way around to the bottom, so it's going to keep everything nice and dry that you put inside. Along here is kind of a nice little bonus. This pocket goes down into here, but down below we have nice little tie-in areas. There's a loop here and a loop here for you to lash stuff on the bottom, lash stuff on the sides. You can really overload this bag. In their promo videos, they just had stuff sort of all over the place. You could backpack in this thing. Now there's little loops, little cord, sewn in cord everywhere. This little cord section goes all the way around the back. Show more about that later. So this allows you to clip stuff together with these little cords that are included. So you can kind of clip one end on the other, and then cinch it in with the cord. So these things are included, a couple of them included, and you know, again, you can just put things along the bottom, on the sides. You can just really go nuts. Now that's the front, that's the top. When we dig into it, things will be a little more clear. Let's talk about one of the best things about this. And to be honest, when I saw the design, I was, you know, okay, cool, Peak Design, another backpack. But then I saw the harness. And the harness really is the selling point on this. It is an interesting, very interesting and creative backpack in terms of how they laid everything out, and I do like it, and this is going to be used a ton, both bags, for different purposes. But regardless, the fact of the matter is this is a pro level outdoor backpack, padding and design. I mean, in it, again, I loaded up with almost 30 pounds and went for about 4 miles, and it's just awesome. Sufficiently padded. And in fact, the other cool thing about this design, and you know me from my other outdoor pack videos, that I prefer more of like the vest style, which that's what they have here. So they not only went super padded, but they went vest style. So they have bigger, wider straps here. There's 2 sternum straps. This is like the only negative I have about the whole bag is these sternum straps, but there's 2 of them. You can move them up and down on this cord section. Everything is that same cord design, so you can move them up or down depending on how you want, or just take one off, or take them both off, whatever you'd like. But the fact that it fits more of a vest just distributes the weight, gives it more secure, and because these straps are wider, they include these 2 pockets. And I went to town on the other one, the 25 liter. But so we have sternum straps, we have stretchy pockets, put water bottles in it, put your phone. So I've got the Max here in my pocket, the Pro Max size, fits perfectly, no case. Even if you put a case in there, it's gonna work famously. And I like that. And there's also additional loop up here for you to click maybe your Garmin InReach or something else, maybe another little camera up here, nice. And behind there, we're not done yet. We got a little strap in here, which is perfect for their camera clip, camera capture. And I'll show you that on the other bag, because I put one on the other bag. This one, if you were gonna go out into the field, I would put it on here, but if I was going to the field, I'd probably want more water, my phone up front, maybe some snacks. The shoulder strap system is also adjustable. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 different levels. It came attached to the second from the top, and I put it on and it fit perfectly. You can, depending on your torso length, adjust these to different sections. So customizable shoulder straps. It's not customizable on the 25 liter, but on the 45 liter it is on the big boy. We also, a difference, we also have load lifters on the 45 liter, not on the 25 liter. So loosen these things up, find the perfect height on the backpack strap, make it comfortable, and then get the load close to your back with these load lifters. Subtle branding there. This handle. Now this handle, if you're not familiar with backpack brands, you would be like, it's kind of just a thick corded handle. Every like Mystery Ranch or other backpacking backpack, like this is the Mystery Ranch Bridger, has the same style handle. So very familiar, very sturdy, very durable handle design on the Peak Design outdoor backpack. When I get out the other bag, you'll see a little bit of difference. The main difference in terms of opening is this zipper section is lower inside the backpack straps. On the other one, the zipper goes all the way around, this whole back panel comes out. So that's like kind of the only difference in terms of getting in and out of the bag. That's slightly, I wouldn't say awkward, it's just different. So you kind of have to open the straps, unzip the bag, get into it, and then now you're back to it. But it produces a huge back panel. That's what the whole weight of the bag sits on this back panel against your back. Again, super padded and comfortable air channel. It's very ergonomic. Your spine fits right down the middle. Super nice. There's also an included hip belt on the 45 liter. There's an attachment, or there's a way for you to get an accessory, and you could remove these. Can you remove them? I think you can remove them if you wanted to. Regardless, I wouldn't remove them because they tuck nicely in here. The same feature is not on the 25 liter, so if you got these, I put these on the 25 liter, you wouldn't be able to hide them. But again, there's a frame in there, so more about that as we get into it, but a frame. Now these are, both have, this side is, they're different. This side has just got a stretchy, sort of a dump pocket, probably put your gels and snacks, that kind of stuff, doesn't zip. But there is a way for you to hold that down and put a capture clip here. So if you weren't the kind of person that wanted your camera on the shoulder straps, you could put it on the hip belt on the right side. On the left side, it is a zippered pocket, so that you can put, you know, maybe your camera batteries, maybe put your cell phone over here. Something that you just don't want to lose, but the quick access stuff I dump into this little stretchy pocket on that side. So there you go. And, you know, little fidlock. Well, not fidlock, they're easy on and off design there. So I do love the ability to kind of tuck these things away. Always have them if you need them. And you know, so because I don't always use them, and so this is how this would work. I would keep this all situated. I'd go to the airport, load on the train, load in the airport or the airplane, whatever it is, and I would travel. And then when I get there, I would probably just use this to maybe get to the cab. But if I was planning on being out all day, I would whip these things out, put the weight on my hips, and then just really have all day comfort. I went all on my RUCK without that. It just, because I really wanted to feel the comfort of the shoulder straps, and it was famously comfortable, way better than any other Peak Design bag I've had in the past. Just pointing out this cord, you know, this cord goes all the way around the bag, attachment points abound, so you can kind of really customize. It goes all the way across the top and then all the way down the side. It's just fantastic. All right, so that's the pockets. Let's take some stuff out so it doesn't get in the way of our demonstration. Put this stuff in here, and let's just lay it down. We'll get out these trekking poles. Again, we just have tons of room for external gear and water bottles. Biggest Nalgene's fit in either one of these. So there you go. Now, let's just talk about the front area. Now this little strap here is a nice little quick release. Grab the handle, grab this little pull tab, and it just releases the the mechanism, so now you're into the main part of the bag. And this is basically a nice little pocket. You can put whatever you want in here. In here, I just have more of these packing cubes. That's actually the small, which is not so small. I think that's it. That's all I had in there. Additionally, you can. This is where they put these other clips so that you have them attached. Another little cord on the inside so that you can keep things maybe secured. But it's a nice little place for both of these little cords to stay attached. You could additionally, if you were concerned about the security of this roll top, you could loop those across and further restrain the top. It's also designed for you to put like a bedroll or something on top of the bag after this thing is closed. Either way, nice little protected area down here for you to put whatever. In the 25 liter, it's the grab and go packable jacket, that kind of stuff, things I'm gonna need on the go. In this backpack mode, it's essentially the same kind of thing, but I might even put like camp chair, some other stuff, some bigger equipment in here, and this pocket is pretty massive, and I like it. Now, aside from these cords, one question that people have is the security of the roll top. Again, two ways to get into the bag, roll top and then the pin on the back. This roll top is secured essentially by these cords that hold this front lid closed. So when you're in it, and there's little magnets that hold this thing close, there's one little magnet that brings in the side gusset there, and then one that kind of holds the whole thing together. It's not going to keep all your stuff in there. You have to secure it some other way. So the way this is designed, at least in my opinion, is you close this up, then you roll it, and then when you cinch this front panel down with this front pull, these two cords, if they're run correctly, run across this roll top and hold it down. Again, if you didn't like that, you have those other two cords on the inside. If you're working to strap something on the top, just totally secure it that way. I like this because as soon as you open to get in here, you can move these cords and now you're into the top as well. It just enhances the access of the roll top. Now, as we open this, what do I have on the top of this? I just have another packing cube. This is the other small. We have small, extra small, and extra small are the choices here. But that just fit in here. The reason I wanted to take that out now though is because in this top area, which lives above the main part of the bag, we have another little area that they put a pocket in here. So this is maybe where you keep all those extra cords. If you didn't want them outside, put them on the inside. Maybe this would another layer of snacks. But the way this is designed, if you were putting stuff inside and out from that back panel area, this little area is sort of your extra space. So this is where you put these extra things and it just gives the bag the bulk. I like that. Now let's roll this sucker up. Put these things back together and close this sucker up from here. A little bit easier to close now because I don't have that additional packing cube. Leaving that out so that we can talk packing cubes in a minute. Let's flip it over and get to it from the main zipper. Now again, it's nice and padded, super cool. This little zipper slides around here, it's super nice. Everything's PU coated, aqua guard if you will. So it just again enhances this outdoor features of this bag. As we open this sucker up, I want to show you one more thing before we talk about the main compartment, and that is the laptop area or hydration. Now in this case, it's laptop for me. So it's got a nice little Velcro pull and then into this waterproof pocket basically. So it's nice, expands, put your laptop in there. Both bags take up to a 16-inch laptop, according to where you get into the frame sheet. I just discovered that, super nice. But when you get your, if you were to use this as a hydration bladder, there's a hook in the top, hang your bladder inside here, and then you can route the hose out the top. And it's just a nice little exit port on the top. Nice, all right, cool. Let's get into the main event here. What do we have? We have a 10-liter packing cube and two 8-liter Evergoods packing cubes, a RUCK and two Evergoods to just sort of, boom, give me some weight, fill it all out, and that's what fit. And even with the 1626 additional space, there's still a lot of room in the top, and even, you know, more as you expand to the roll top area. So let's just rip these suckers out, show you some finer details that they put on the inside of the bag. There we go. Ta-da. Now, one thing I wanted to point out, and the compatibility of their packing of their camera cubes are all designed to fit in here. And their website is very specific on which ones would fit and how many would fit and how many units. I'm not going to go into all the different options, but just rest assured, if you had a favorite camera cube and you were going to base your whole decision off that, go to their website. It spells it all out for you. These bags have the appropriate tabs in the right location for whatever camera cube you're going to put in there, and we'll get into more of that on the other bag. These gray little more stretchy tabs are for you to route your hydration bladder up into the exit port, which is the very top of the bag. So very nice. And there is no other internal pockets, nothing else to busy yourself with. It's just your camera cube's gonna probably be in there in some capacity. And what's cool about these camera cubes, this is the small. The small has just one tab on each side, and it comes with avalanche. They come with these little clips. These clips, which I'll show you in the other one, will hold this in the right position. In fact, in this, it'll hold it at the bottom or at the top, depending on how you decide to carry your camera equipment and how much camera equipment you're bringing. This one obviously carries all the camera equipment that you could ever want to bring. Let's pack this thing up and move to the other bags. One last thing. There's a nice frame that goes all the way around the outside into the top to hold its shape, provide some rigidity and structure to the bag, and support the load when it's fully loaded. So very, very cool. That's the 45 liter outdoor bag. Let's move on to the 25 liter. One thing to add here, and it's a good time to tell you about our sponsor, 10,000. All right, so here's a perfect scenario, and this is why I love 10,000 apparel. Perfectly packable, take on a trip, wear it in the gym in the afternoon after getting back from the airport, and then hang it to dry. By the next morning, it's easy to dry. I go in two different style of shorts. I'll use the interval and I use the tactical shorts. Both have a little slightly different style of pocket, but they're both awesome for just about anything. I am a 7-inch inseam person. I also love the fact they have different inseam styles. Not styles, just sizes. So they have a 5, 7, and 9. I'm a 7-inch inseam person. I do have a couple of the 5-inch inseams, which are also very nice. Use those for running. But either way, high quality cell phone pockets, everything you want from an outdoor short. Fantastic, very packable, take them on a trip. Awesome. So to check out any of the shorts or some of the other apparel, go to the link right here, 10,000.cc. I'll say it one more time, 10,000.cc. That's the important part. And if you use code JBOutside15, you get 15% off your first order. All right, enough of that. Let's get back to exploring here in Quito, Ecuador, and then back to the outdoor line from Peak Design. All right, moving right along. The baby brother. This is the 25 liter. Very similar style and design compared to the 45 liter. Just more of a everyday carry, daily mode, day hike mode. This for me is going to be my content creator bag of choice. And it does have, like I said, a lot of similarity. Same materials throughout, same big area in the front here, same kind of wraparound protective water coating, same cording everywhere, attachment points under the front, you name it. Very, very similar. Some differences. First of all, we have one pocket on the side versus the two that we had in the 45 liter. We have no adjustability, so it's either on or off. You can't move it up or down. There's no included waist belt, padded waist belt, but you could add one. Didn't come with it, so that's another option. We have a little bit of different design here. We still have attachment points. We have the ability to put stuff in a pocket. We have the ability to put the capture clip. So here we go. That's where the Peak Design capture clip fits in. My only negative, at least the way I have it, is it kind of eliminates the most of the pocket size. So you can still put some stuff in the top, but it's going to influence what you put there. That's not how I'd normally carry that camera, but just for demonstration purposes. 2 sternum straps, again, 1 pocket, and then, you know, adjustability, super cool and nice. And really that's it for the differences. 1 pocket on the side, no load lifters or adjustability for the shoulder strap harness size. And then, like I also said, the way you get into the bag is the zipper, again, PU coated, all the way around the outside of the bag versus inside the straps, which we had on the 45 liter. On the side, we have, again, these 2 stretchy pockets, which just compress all the way in or stick way out. On this side, I have the 1 liter Nalgene's, those are cool. Otherwise, it just folds in. This side, I have the Peak Design tripod. Again, it's designed for that. And it's super tall, so your bigger water bottles are gonna be completely enclosed and you're not gonna lose them. So there we go. Peak Design in the side, compression, and again, all held in there. Or, you know, compression, or it retains your tripod. Now we still have the same front pockets here. What are you gonna put in those? I think, you know, my cell phone, AirPods. The problem is it's sort of constrained, meaning it's being compressed against the bag, so you're not gonna really be able to put sunglasses in there unless they were in a hard case. But it is a sizable pocket for notebooks, that kind of thing, and, you know, kind of whatever you want. The other area in the front, and on this one, I have a packable jacket. There you go, from past projects. And then I have an Evergoods Cap 1. And it just kind of fits in there perfectly. So that's probably where I'll keep most of my camera peripherals, batteries, and that kind of thing in the front of the bag. Again, we still have these attachment clips. There's only 1 because the other one I took out to show you what it is. And so there you go. And there it is. You just kind of live out of that. Maybe quickly grab your jacket or batteries, that kind of thing. The problem with this design is it's not waterproof. It could get water in there, which brings me to a point. There's an accessory you can get, the Rainfly. Definitely would add this to your cart if you order these. And some of the Kickstarter options include these. These little Rainflies, there's 2 different ones. One is for the bigger size, one is for the smaller size. But I would just throw this in your bag, and then when you needed it, whip it out and then cover the whole thing so you're not worried about things getting wet. That's just me. That's what I plan to do. Now, same kind of idea with the roll top. It's got magnets inside, so you're going to want to let it clip together, roll it together. They get these cords in front, and then cinch it together. But before we do that, I just wanted to point out that there's no other little pocket in there that like the bigger one has. There's no other additional meshy pocket on the inside of this one. This is where your hydration hose comes out. So let's cinch this sucker together and get into the main part of the bag. All right. And here on these straps, what do I have? I got my DJI Action 5 Pro, testing that one out. It's mostly awesome. Have the other Action 4 here also attached. All right, getting into the main part of the bags. Again, PU coated zippers, super awesome. And as we get into it, same laptop area that we had in the other bag. Takes up to a 16-inch laptop or your 3-liter bladder. Now, additionally, what do we have in this one? A couple things. First of all, we had another one of the packing cubes. More about that here in a little bit. And we have the medium size camera cube. Either way, I wanted something big enough for my daily haul of camera gear and additional space for probably a tech pouch or something else in the top. This one is perfect size for my Sony a6700 and the DJI Mini 3 Pro and some additional batteries, the remote control, the drone, and some additional batteries. That's what the medium fits. You can put some other battery attachments in here, but that's, again, go to town. I'm not going to get into cameras specifically, but what's cool about this and all their designs is, again, you clip it in the side with the attached clips. It's all designed for that. And then this front area, you remove this padding, And now you can take this lid and just tuck it down inside. And now when you're in the bag, you're into the camera stuff. So just another, removes a step if you were gonna go in and out of this bag for the camera gear. So there you go. That's it. That's the outdoor bag, 25 liter in content creator mode. I've got full-size camera, I got drones for when I get to my destination, of course not a national park. I got stuff that I'm gonna use on the go, and I can put my main camera on the front, record audio, or an action camera. Normally for me lives in this front pocket area because I can just get quick stuff on the go. Action camera of choice right now is the DJI Action 5 Pro. That's it. That's the outdoor pack. Let's talk the 2-liter sling. Now I didn't get the larger one. The larger one will take, I think, the extra small packing or camera cube inside. But this is a nice little packable option for you that you can wear it as a sling, you can wear it as a hip pack, you choose. The design of this is pretty simple, and it has a nice little magnetically closed area for your phone. My biggest phone fit in there no problem. It's awesome. Then you can get into the bag, and this is where that's where those little things went. It's the extra small version of those 2 packing cubes. Inside the bag, very compressible, very lightweight, very nice for packing. Another little key loop and a sorting, some admin area for cameras, sunglasses, that kind of thing. And just kind of keeping stuff in there. Minimal organization, but sufficient for this style of design. How would you use this? You can use it a couple different ways. Like I said, already sling, hip pack on its own, or with those other bags. Or you can actually clip this off and you can clip it to the front. I'm not sure I would do that. I kind of like things around my waist, but I may try that out. But either way, super adjustable and tailorable. What's also nice, here's a nice little detail, is when you have the extra straps, once you kind of find your sweet spot in terms of size, and you close this little clip, this extra doesn't have to fly around. You can take it, tuck it right inside there. Now it's just very clean and out of the way. Just very nice design for the 2-liter sling. Packing cubes. Again, we have mesh and we have ultralight. You know I'm a big fan of the Peak Design packing cubes, mostly because of the different layers and the way you can adjust and all this other stuff. These are not that. These are just very simple packing cubes. Now they have small, which is more medium like. Then we have extra small, and then we have extra small, XXS. And the sizes are very similar. I'll kind of put them up here so you can kind of see. There's some little differences, mostly because like this one is 2.5, but this one's 3. Why is it 3? Well, you could get 3 liters of stuff just because it stretches. That's just the way I interpreted that. Each one of these has a very similar layout. They have nice little pulls on the end. They have nice little attachment points here, so you can hang them in different places. You could hang them on the outside of those bags. So if you got the white version of the backpack, which they have, you could clip this to the outside for additional storage on the outside of the bag, and not keep these on the inside. They have a nice little handle here, and inside it's pretty much just a big open space. They also have this little, the way they sewed this material end over is a nice little loop, so you can attach things that way. So this is a very versatile sort of design, but very simple, very lightweight. I think it's 50D on these, but in terms of what are you going to put in there, this is one rolled up t-shirt. That's what I have in the extra small. This one I have, which is 3 liters. I have 3 rolled up t-shirts, size large. This one is much bigger, more cube-like, and it has, it's basically a hoodie and a half. I've got a regular size hoodie in there, and then like a lightweight hoodie kind of in there, and it's not fully, fleshed out. These stretchy ones are the same design, but they're made out of this stretchy material, so it'll breathe. Also let water in, and again, I just got it packed out the same thing. How would you use these is really up to you. Pack all your stuff in there. These, are much lighter weight than a traditional multi-layered packing cube, so you can maybe go that route. All right, one last thing. I wanted to answer a question that somebody asked me on Instagram. about comparing this, the 45 liter, to like a traditional outdoor backpack. What are the main differences? This is the Mystery Ranch Bridger on this side, and on the right, on my right, is the Outdoor Pack, which is also very cool. Main differences are that the opening of this is to the back, which is a camera backpack style. The comfort is going to be very similar, although the hip belt over here is way more padded than the one that's included here. You kind of expect that. This is definitely going to use sort of a padded hip belt. This is an occasional use, but still comfortable and padded enough for all-day use. We have the front access pockets. We have double sternum straps. They're going to fit very similarly. Most of your outdoor packs are going to be more adjustable up and down. This one has 4 options. This one has way more than that in terms of customizing your fit and feel of this bag. Again, you know, every outdoor pack opens up a ton differently, so it's just hard to go apples to apples on this, but they do pretty compare. And I think that if you were the type of person that could make a 45 liter Bridger or other outdoor pack work, you'd be able to do the same in this 45 liter Peak Design outdoor bag. That's cool. With that, it's time to move on to the next project. We've got a lot stacked up, ready to go. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, sign up for alerts. Lots and lots and lots of cool bags coming out that you might want to see, so stick around. If you're into the action camera scene, I got another channel, JB on Tech. Just a small plug for that. There you go. See you.